Hello everyone, welcome here to Las Vegas for the running of the 22nd race of the Energizer NROL Cup Series season, the Kobalt 400. Here at Las Vegas again. I'm gonna have track 54 laps around it, and yeah. I'll go over your quick top 5 here. Caleb Campbell got the pole. Last race's winner, too. He's able to get the pole here at Las Vegas. And perhaps go back to back and try to become the second driver to go back to back. But he also became the third driver to have more than one win this season. Beside of him is his own car. One of his cars for his team, Caleb Campbell Motorsports. That is the 41 of Jake Hoover. Right behind those two are a couple of power racing cars. Luke Rainey, all-time wins so far this season with 5. Looking for number 6. Came up short last week, though, in second. And outside him, the points leader, 4-time winner, Alexander Rowe. And all the way, and back in 5th, we got Jay Jefferson, who's been looking for that second win this year. While both of his teammates have more than 2 wins, still looking for that second. Well, not both of his teammates. He's got another teammate, Junior Ramos, who still hasn't won this year, but Junior Ramos still looking for that win as we're 22 races in the season. But last time, Jay Jefferson got his first win of the season here at a 1.5-mile track in Atlanta. That's when he got his first win, and perhaps he's got a pretty good chance of doing it again today. Besides that, yeah. Well, let's go down for command. But, yeah. And I missed it again, but that doesn't matter too much. Here we go. Pace car rolling off now. Everyone getting going. It's Caleb Campbell. Ooh. And his home car, his teammate, Jake Hoover, will... outside. Caleb Campbell, team owner of Caleb Campbell Motorsports, of course, and he owns that 41 car and also owns that 51 car. That's Eric Monaco, who's a bit back in the field, but pace car is in. And here we go, comes the green flag, entering the restart zone, and green flags in the air. Let's go racing here at Las Vegas. Who's going to get lucky today? Let's see. As they go into turn number 1, Caleb Campbell gets to jump on the restart. Alexander Rowe going to jump back and going to jump in line on the bottom. Luke Rainey pushing the 46, but Alexander Rowe going to try to go underneath him for second. Alexander Rowe in real strong early on here. And to lead lap 1, it will still be Caleb Campbell as he puts the block on the 14 car. Jay Jefferson now looking underneath his teammate as Alexander Rowe looks for the lead. Spectator camera right here. Oh, there's a spectator camera. Down the back stretch. Rowe has the nose ahead and will clear going into turn number 3. Let's pull up the ticker. Press D on accident. Jay Jefferson up to second now as he gets around Caleb Campbell. And try to stay behind his teammate there and draft a bit, but he's got a pretty strong Jonathan Rains right behind him. Jonathan Rains, we have not talked about him nearly that much this season, but here he is right here. He qualified 4th last race at Rockingham, but he fell back to the back of the field in like 3 laps, but here he is right here, right now, going for that second position on Jay Jefferson. But does he have anything for the lead or Alexander Rowe right now? He led his second lap right there. Being pushed by Joey Hightower, one of your race rain drivers. He qualified 11th, and it's a pretty good qualifying run for that 33 team, and he is right there. Behind him, Tyler Lyman, right there. He recently got knocked out of the chase, and, you know, he's definitely looking for a win because that might just be what he needs if he wants to get into that chase. But we got a couple upsets right here in the top 3 right now, in the top 4, I mean. But they're all trying to chase down the points leader, Alexander Rowe, trying to take back that title of most wins this season. try to tie his teammate Luke Rainey with 5 wins. His row only has 4 so far. The 77 car trying to close in on the bumper. See Nathan Stapleton and Al Agassi both up there. Igor Barreto too. We got a couple, almost all the Tycool racing cars up there trying to line with a team owner. Nathan Stapleton has not had a good run since forever. Basically, he could have won at Michigan. That was his last run. That was only the 2nd race of the season. He's gonna get put at the outside there, but he got wrecked. He wrecked out, finished 20-something. And it took another 20 races to finally find speed, it seems, because his 22nd race. But it looks like Jonathan Rains is closing up on the back bumper of the 14th Alexander Rhodes. Has a steady lead right now. I think Jonathan's closing up of his. They kind of in a line right here. The draft isn't too much of a thing here. We have Legacy putting more up there. Jake Hoover's back up. That 17 definitely is closing on the back bumper of the 14th. Of the 14. Reigns with that Taco Bell sponsorship. Running for his own team, Nexus Racing, I believe. One-car team. One of the only one-car teams out of two one-car teams. There's a Quentin Moore for Q Moore Racing is the only other one-car team that Dodge. Morgan Shepherd style car, but Alexander Rowe has been leading ever since he took the lead on lap number 2. But we still got a long ways to go. As that 77, and as that 77 is, I believe he's closing ever so slightly these past couple laps. I think he's going to be playing for that move for the playing on that move for that time. But remember, you get bonus points for leading laps. So honestly, I'd pick up the pace a little bit, and if you can get around him, you're going to put him on the outside, and outside definitely not going anywhere. You can tell because of how single file everyone is right now. Eric Monaco, I was talking about him earlier. That 77 is staying steadily behind the 14 right now. Jonathan Rains. Looks like he's getting ready to make his move, perhaps in the next couple laps. And mostly single file so far. But that 51's making moves. He keeps on jumping inside. It looks like he's trying to work his way up. And 77 trying to get a run off the corner there. That 51 and the 24 both making moves, trying to get up to the front, which is probably the smartest idea. To be honest. Real cool camera right there. 14 runs it. Rowe runs it a little wide. Here's all these bonus points are really going to help him out. Is really just extend his points lead. If he leads the most laps, that's another 5 bonus points. But yeah. Oh, Joey Hightower might come out of line. He might try to make the move on the 77 before the 77 can make a move on the 14. He falls back in line there in that Roger Racing Dodge. The only Roger Racing car who has not won the season, I believe. I don't think a single team's had all their cars win this season. Roger Racing's come the closest with 3. And they at least got all their charter drivers, full-time drivers, wins. They got Canto won at Road America. Roger Ray, the team owner, he won at Trenton, and even earlier in the year, Nick Smith got his win at Auto Club. So now we're starting to see people making moves, and it's these three Caleb Campo Motorsports cars are trying to get together. It seems start drafting here. That 41's also making moves. Perhaps a team call right there. They're going to get connected right there. As Reigns has still been patiently waiting behind that 14 car. You might have to move pretty quick here, because here comes these guys. All pushing each other. All of them got pretty good cars. Hendrick Associates. Jake Hoover going to make the move on Tyler Lyman, but Monaco slides up the track. He's going to get pushed out of line right there. That's not good for him. Now it's looking like it might only be Campbell and Hoover here. But these guys are looking real strong. 77. I don't think the 77 can get there. So maybe that 46 and that 41, the 46 can get up. They might be able to make a move, and that 14 is now the 77's has a ton of pressure on him, as he's going to be the next victim of these guys right here. Ramos trying to push him out of line, though. Ramos has been quietly following those guys. Like I said, Junior Ramos, the only Powers Racing car who's not won this season, is Jake Hoover, going to go to the inside for second, but Campbell is going to get pushed out of line by Ramos. I'm not too sure about that. And now looks like Hoover's going to try to chase down that 14 car. Let's see. So, now Junior Ramos is going to go in front of go for second right there. Monaco right behind him. He's back in line. Joey Hightower back into the mix, too. See Joshua Sim back there. I hear my dog barking. I don't know if my computer microphone picks up that. And now Ramos is going to try to chase down his teammate here. Yeah, I've said it many times before. Like 3 times already. Ramos still looking for that win, as he's the only Powers Racing car who's not going to win, but he's still outside that chase. Here he goes for the lead. Well, I mean, he's not locked into the chase, but he's currently in the good of the chase, if that makes any sense. But yeah, Ramos down to the lead. He did pretty good with Michigan, if I remember correctly, but now Rowe's going to have to wait for an opening. But now we might have some battles for the lead here. It looks like that 3 has been the fastest car on the track, though. I'm not too sure if 14 going up the track back there. We've stayed pretty clean so far this race. Now to line again, but that 51's I have a feeling that 51's definitely going to be stronger than that 77 car. Joshua Sim going inside. Oh, Joey Hightower. And Alexander Rose already trying to get back in the mix with a huge run underneath Keith Scott and Jonathan Brace there. Look at those guys. 2 Dodgers right there. Not the same team, but same manufacturer. Roger Ray, like I said, he's already going to win this year. Quentin Moore does not, and Quentin Moore needs a win if he wants to end that chase. And that 89 team isn't that bad of a team. They've shown what they can do. They haven't been the luckiest team in the world. Best finish was a second at M&M Super Speedway, the endurance race, where you just didn't want your engine to explode. Matt Montoya ended up winning that to get NS Racing their first win of the season. Here comes Joshua Sim inside of Eric Monaco. Maybe those 2 Dodgers can get underneath Rowe before he blocks. Make something happen. Not quite. Oh, they did. Rowe gonna get pushed outside. Here comes these 2. Drafting with each other, 29, 89. Well, they're not teammates. Definitely are able to help each other out here. They're looking pretty strong right now, but Gino Ramos has been the leader since he took it from Rowe. Ray's gonna get pushed outside, though. That's not too good for him. Junior Ramos currently has the fastest car on the track right now. Fast lap time at 24.881. That is pretty good. That's faster than what we saw in qualifying, definitely. Coming back there. Back to the race. Junior Ramos. Jay Jefferson in the mix. Like I said, he was a winner at Atlanta, though it might have been on pit strategy still. He got the pole at Atlanta. That's pretty impressive, and he definitely knows how to race at these 1.5-mile tracks. I'm looking for win number 2 still. Roger Ray falling back in line. See Alex Stewart up there. Some Toledo Motorsports cars. I think I see him. Oh, pit stops. Cars coming down pit road. Not too many people. It's like, oh, crash. Oh, big crash. Couple cars on the wall. Derek Hedison, Austin Rogers. Skylar Perry. that's what happens when you, that's what can happen in pit stops here, but Joey Hightower, Riley R22, and it looks like Jacob Rose were the only people who came down pit road. And you see a lot of smoke. Gino Ramos going to lead us back to the caution, as that was right when green flag pit stops were about to happen. As Joey Hightower and Riley R22 were the first one to come down. That might be pretty good for those guys, but not entirely. Sure, maybe if it was near the end of the race, maybe the Hightower or R22 could do something like Kane did at the Brickyard, but well, they're probably going to come down pit road this time. Yep, here they go. Everyone's not even lined up and they're coming down, but that's... Oh, it looks like they're... Oh, it looks like Jake Hoover's got back damage. That's not good for him. Oh, I got ran to the back too. 20 doesn't have front end damage though. Take a look at Gino Ramos' pit stop here. See what the general pit strategy is. Luckily, he doesn't get hit by the 18. Luckily. 41 has a lot of damage. I'm not too sure where that came from. Well, looks like it's 4 tires for Gino Ramos. A couple people have damage. That's strange. I don't know if they stacked up coming. But yeah, Gino Ramos first one off. Let's take a look here. Alex Stewart second off. Roger Ray third off. Couple new people back there. But like I said, these 3 came down and they're gonna stay out, of course, as they did not lose their lap. Unless they did. I don't think they lost their lap. We'll find out as they loop around. But Gino Ramos first off pit road. Alex Stewart's in the 88 car. Came off second. Now it's Roger Ray, Sim, Quinn Moore. I don't know if that 40. I think that's glitch damage on the 46. I don't think he has damage. There's a lot of glitch damage going around, but that 21 definitely has damage. I saw him in the wreck. I think that 51. I don't know. Glitch damage is confusing. But it looks like these guys are a lap down. I guess they did. Did they lose their lap? I think they're on the tail end of the lead lap now. But it's strange. I guess Gino Ramos is still going to be the leader. Let's take a look at what happened to bring out the first caution today. Alright, so this wasn't necessarily everything to do with pit stops, but people were coming down pit road. I guess there's a bit of confusion. I think this was a spotter error from the 22, but 22 comes down on his teammate. Slater Perry comes down on his teammate. Jeremiah Kenson, he slides through the grass. Luckily, he doesn't flip over like, who was that? Someone flipped over in the truck here. That's a hard hit right into Derek Edison. Pretty hard hits into the wall right there. And let's take a look at that in full real time here. Real quick. No pun intended. Slides through the grass. It's a hard hit for Derek Edison. Head on to the wall after he hits the 22 head on. Let's go on board with Jeremiah Kenson here. Your Charlotte winner already locked into the chase. Maybe that was a spot error. Maybe that 17 just came down to the 22, but I mean that might be an interesting meeting there between the Coca-Cola Racing drivers at the end of this race. Let's go on board with Skylar Perry. It's clipped. See the hard hit from the 32 car right there. Let's go on board with Austin Rogers, who had a pretty good first half of the season, but he's kind of been falling in the back of the pack these past couple races, and he's definitely gonna he's definitely gonna have more good runs if he wants to stay in that chase. I don't think he's gonna be inside the chase bubble after this. In fact, I don't know if he's in the chase bubble anymore even. But yeah, he just hasn't had the best of luck here at the end of the season, where after this race we're going to only be 3 races away from the chase start. But let's go on board here with Austin Rogers right behind the 32 car. Yeah, just trying to outspeed that 22. And you don't want to slow down because you don't want to get hit in the back by like 54 or somebody. Let's go on board. Derek Edison probably got the worst of this. Definitely got the worst of this. Not good. Yeah. And you know what? One last on board. Someone gets through this wreck. Kevin Walsh Jr., who started in the top 10, but looks like he fell back quite a bit. Maybe these guys checked up back there, but just really see that impact of the hit. But yeah, we'll be back with the green flag. And welcome back here. I believe, yeah, one car out of the race because of that. Derek Edison, one car starting on the inside. Austin Rogers, both of them involved in that wreck. Your leader is Junior Ramos, but he's got 3 drivers on the tail end of the lead lap right there. I'm just gonna have to hope for a quick caution. They want to stay on the lead lap. Came down pit road right when the caution came out. So they're gonna have to start on the tail end of the lead lap. We can't do any Casey Kane, but can't do any Casey Kane strategy here. But it looks like I think we're halfway. This race has gone by quick. The laps are pretty fast here, but here we are. Green flags in the air. Let's see what happens. Is Gino Ramos going to try to get around these slow cars? Almost got into the back of the 21 there, who's heavily damaged. Now he's just got to hope this 90 car doesn't hold him up, and probably going to try to get around him. There he goes. Alex Stewart going to follow. Well, Roger Ray is at 9. He's going to get put outside. Riley Spurley, too, trying to get away from these guys. We got a couple Raceway drivers trying not to hold up the leaders. And there they all go. Riley Spurley, too, going to get past. He's going to go lap down. And now those guys are going to have to, they're going to fall all the way back to the field, probably. Here he goes high. Here comes Alex Stewart trying to get a run. Not yet. Not yet. And Joshua Sim gonna go inside of Roger Ray right there. He slipped up coming out the corner, it looks like. That's just what happens. Because I believe we are halfway. We're just gotta get to. And now Joshua Sim going inside of Alex Stewart right there. As now we just gotta wait for approaching 10 to go. This race has flown by because of how fast these laps are here. They're going like 210. Jake Hoover, a couple cars down pit road. I think those are. I'm not too sure. Now we have a lot of cars coming down pit road. Hopefully Igor Barreto doesn't. Oh boy, is that a wreck? That was not a wreck. Oh, he almost got in the row right there. He could have Kevin LePage the field. That was close. That was really close. But Gino Ramos, like I said, he's been looking for that. Whoa, he's been looking. Oh, Campbell had to check up a lot right there. And that's a 3-car breakaway here. Comes Tyler Lyman to the inside with a huge move. And that run goes away pretty quickly, though. That's a 3-car breakaway because Campbell had to check up. And 22 is still holding up these guys. That's going to hold up the outside. That is not too good for them. Like I said, all 3 of these drivers are here looking for their first wins of the season. Gino Ramos, the only Powers Racing car, has not won this year. Tyler Lyman, team owner, Tycool Racing, trying to get that win. Now he's trying to help out his team, one of his own cars right there, going a lap down. Here comes Joshua Sim for the lead, got a side draft out of 55. And, you know, Anderson Racing, Joshua Sim, hasn't won this season yet. Anderson Racing has not won the season yet. Yeah, all 3 of these guys still looking for that first win and trying to lock themselves into the chase. So that 18's looking pretty strong. You might be able to put in a fight with the 3-car here pretty soon, as this race is almost over as we're approaching 10 laps to go here. As you know, It's basically go time now, so not too sure if Campbell's catching up at all. He's got glitch damage back there. I don't like glitch damage. These guys drafting with each other. It's really high towers a lap down. 92 hanging on with that 18 car just steadily behind us. They're going to approach even more lap slow cars right here. I'm not too sure. I think a lot of people just realized they couldn't make it on fuel and they had to come back down pit road. And we got a pack back here. 92 almost got turned by his teammate. That would have not been good for the, that wouldn't have been a good meeting if the 55 turned his team owner, but, that's how you get fired, but luckily that did not happen. As here comes Lyman with a push from his teammate underneath Joshua Sim. Now that is teamwork right there. That is teamwork between the 92 and the 55. Lyman working real hard trying to get that win, as we're next time by should be 10 laps to go. That 3. Oh! 3 gets hold up into the wall, goes the 22. That might be a caution. As Joshua Sim goes right on by. If that's a caution, then we're going to have a late race restart. The caution wave. Caution is out. We're going to have a late race restart. Joshua Sim gets the lead. And the leaders are in quite a pickle right there. Lyman, the 3 had a checkup. Lyman did not anticipate for that, and he went all the way on the apron trying to pass the 3. He got up into the 22. And Joshua Sim went right on by both of them. But luckily, those 2 don't have damage. The 3, gotta get out of sort things out here. I'm not too sure what I don't know if we're gonna have more pit stops. Doesn't look like it. We're gonna have a late race restart as the caution comes out with 10 laps to go exactly. Wow. That's incredible. And now that puts a couple more drivers back in contention. Alexander Rowe in this again. Campbell, Jefferson. Gonna have to see in the restart, but let's take a look at what happened to bring out the second caution here again. That was insane. Let's take a look. Alright, we need to look at this again. It looks like the 3 wasn't anticipating for how slow the 22 was, and he checks up a lot, and here comes the 92 flying. He didn't. 23 is coming down the track, and he did not anticipate for that at all. He barely has a clip, and he slides off of him, goes down on the apron. The 3 clips the 92 up into the 22, and hard in the wall goes Skylar Perry. And already wrecked race car gets even more wrecked. Guess that hopefully doesn't come down and hit anybody. I don't think he does. I didn't see anyone else on pit road. Yep, look. Yep, he's the only one involved in that wreck. That was insane. Well, let's first go on board Perry here. Probably had no idea what was going on. But, after this, Joshua Sim's looking pretty good. And he goes flying on by with a race lead after that. Well, let's go on board with the 3. You gotta check up because of the 22. Let 92 gets into him. And look at that 18 go right on by right there. I think Brad Stover got his lap back. No, actually, I don't think he did. Let's go on board with Tyler Lyman, who's been working so hard trying to get this win for his team. He almost had the opportunity to do it right there, but the 3 tried to block him, and it just didn't work out. But he still has a chance on the restart. So we're going to have a late race restart and a couple laps to go. And it might not be over for the 92 team. And you know who's looking real good right now? Joshua Sim, who goes flying by after getting held up by a ton of lap cars. He comes flying by and takes back the lead. And that 3 stops leading. Gets the lead taken away. For the first time since he wasn't in the lead. Like he's been in the lead since he got the lead from Rowe. But yeah, let's just take a look at this in real time real quick. Look at this. It's hard hit to the wall by the 22. Oh, We'll be back with the late race restart. Who's it gonna be? Let's find out. Welcome back. Skylar Perry now officially out of the race as Josh Sim, your leader. Gonna have I think we're gonna have 8 laps to go as we go back green here. As cars will not line up on the inside since this is a restart under 10 laps to go, so second place all the way back here. And third place all the way back here. And then there's fourth, there's fifth. With 51 with damage, I think he has damage on the back end. He's still in contention to win this almost. Actually, that's glitch damage. Well, whatever. Pace car's in. His Josh Sims looking real good. His first win of the season. Green flag's in the air. Can he hold on? We might see Brad Silver try to go for him. Because we've seen that 55 try to help out that 92 while he... And he almost was able to help him out a lot there. If the 3 was... the smartest move by the 3 would be trying to push that 55 up into the 18 probably. But Junior Ramos just trying to go. 55 isn't necessarily that slow though. Lyman being put under pressure by the 14 of Rowe though. Seeing a lot of rhymes. 5 laps to go, I believe, and Junior Ramos gonna have to try to chase down that 18 car. Rowe around the 92 of Lyman. He's gonna fall back in line. Caleb Campbell also back there. There's some clutch damage. 46, but Junior Ramos is right there. Like I said, he's the only Powers Racing car who's not gonna win this. He is gonna go to the inside. Here he comes for the lead. Coming to 3 laps to go. Junior Ramos to the point. And look at this. Alexander Rowe. He might be able to again be in contention if he might push that 9 car up into the 33, into the 3. And Rowe, here he comes. He might be in contention to win this. He might try to steal it from his teammate. Gonna get intense. These Powers Racing cars have been strong all day. 2 laps to go. Can Rowe get around his teammate? He might be going to the inside. Can Caleb Campbell do something? It's getting intense. Ramos trying to hang on. Going through turn number 3. Put under a lot of pressure, getting kind of loose off the corners. White flag for Junior Ramos. Can he hang on and defend? Caleb Campbell to the inside of Rowe. Now that's going to help out Ramos a lot. But now Caleb Campbell trying to go back-to-back and trying to get his 3rd win of the season. Can he do it? Into turn number 3. It is all number 3 right now. Off turn number 4. It's going to be Junior Ramos to get the win at Las Vegas. I missed it. And he does it. Powers Racing officially has all of their cars locked into the chase. With Junior Ramos getting the win here at Las Vegas. Now, and wow, that was a exciting end to a great race here at Las Vegas. Tyler Lyman falls back to 6th. And Michael Canto, who started all the way in 40th, I think he gets the top 10 after all that. What a finish right there. Ramos trying to hold off his teammate. Caleb Campbell trying to go for his 2nd win in a row, but Junior Ramos able to get the win. We'll be back with the finishing results. And here are the finishing results here at the Kobalt 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 2 caution flags, 8 laps, 4 lead changes between 4 different drivers. Junior Ramos gets it done, leads the most laps. And that's a 5-point bonus point plus 27 points because of all the laps he led. Yeah, Junior Ramos gets the win here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and officially, Powers Racing has all their cars locked into the chase. And also becomes the first team to get all of their drivers a win in the season. And, I kind of forgot. Well, I mean, not technically, because Eric Powers, he didn't win the Daytona 500, which was his only start. So, well, yeah, technically they don't have all their drivers with a win, but, yeah. But Eric Powers, team owner, his only start was in the Daytona, the Energizer 500. But I won't really count it. So, yeah, let's just say all of the drivers have a win this season. Ramos comes the last of them, and he will be in contention for the championship in the chase here. Caleb Campbell, last race's winner, he gets a close second. Monster Pulsator leads in 1 lap. Alexander Rowe, I honestly thought he was going to steal the win away from his teammate, but I guess he was a little polite and didn't pass him. 19 laps, which is also a lot. Joshua Sim, who was looking really good until that 3. Forgot that 3 was the 3 was basically the strongest car all day. No wonder he got around. Joshua Sim was looking really good until that 3 passed him. And Joshua Sim, though he is inside the chase bubble and he's good on points, he's just going to have to wait another day to get that win. Jay Jefferson finishes where he started. Good run for that team. Tyler Lyman was in contention to win it before that caution. If that caution didn't come out, then Josh Sim probably would have won. But if he was able to, I feel like he might have been able to get around that 3 car if it weren't for the caution. Roger Ray gets a 7, hangs on to a top 10. Eric Monaco, 8th. Good for that team. Clinton Moore, 9th, and Michael Canto. I thought he started all the way in the back, but he started 24th, and he rounds up the top 10. He did start all the way in the back. T.J. Hanley and Alex Stewart, both of them started in the 30s, and they worked way up to a top 20 and top 15, just outside the top 10 though. And yeah. Take a look at the back here. Derek Essen and Skylar Perry, both DNFs this race. Skylar Perry wrecked twice. Car was going way too slow. Jonathan Rains again, after a good qualifying run, just wasn't able to hold on. Jake Hoover, I think he was one of the cars that had to come back down pit road for some reason. I'm not too sure what that was. I saw a lot of people come off pit road, and you saw Igor Barreto almost Kevin LePage the field. Luckily, that didn't happen. And after starting outside pole, he gets a 39th, which definitely is not a good points day. That's only 2 points. And you can lead a lap. And yeah. And alright, I'll be back with your point standings after Las Vegas here. And here are your points after 22 of 36 races. Now officially only 4 races away from the chase. Alexander Rowe, still your points leader, looking to get that 15-point bonus going into the first round of the chase. Junior Ramos now locked into the chase with that win. And your battle on the bubble right now is between Tyler Lyman and John Gilbert, but if you take into account these 2 drivers that are currently outside the chase cut, both Tyler Lyman and Austin Rogers would be out of the chase right now, so it's go time for them. Mike Julius Anderson right there, and Ben Crouch also there too. But yeah, here are points, and I'll see you next week for the last Super Speedway race before the chase at the Bermuda Triangle. Not the actual Bermuda Triangle, but triangle-shaped Super Speedway for the Doritos 500. And I have a strong feeling it's going to be a lot like the M&M's 500. and I think it might be an engine endurance race. That's just what I'm thinking. But yeah, this is your best chance if you don't got the best equipment. This is your best chance to get that chase spot. So yeah, I'll see you next week for that. See ya.